Reject lust and embrace masculinity. Here's why. Now tell me if this sounds familiar to you. You're scrolling on social media, whether it be TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and then you come across a girl who's dressed provocatively, or you come across actual pornographic content. And what do? You get the urge, and then it leads to you beating your meat. Does that sound familiar to you? And if it does, this video's for you. Or if you're alone, or you become bored at that crib, then all of a sudden you get an urge, and then it leads to you beating your meat. Does that sound familiar to you? And if it does, this video's for you. It's time to give up lust and embrace your true masculinity. Lust will be your downfall. So it's time to lock in. So let's think about it for a second, bro. Society says it's normal. People say it's normal to go on those websites, to watch pornographic content, to even beat your meat. They say it's normal. But when you really think about it, is it really normal? Going to a website, looking at people that you don't even know, people that don't even know you exist, watching them have sex, the most intimate form of human connection, you're watching them have sex, and you yourself are beating your meat to it. Does that even sound normal? It's not. I'll tell you right now, it's not normal. And it will never be normal. And here's why. Beating your meat to someone who doesn't even know you exist is unnatural. You're on a screen. You're looking at a screen. There is no human connection. You are cutting out the human connection and strictly pleasuring yourself. And to be honest, it's only temporary. You get nothing out of it. You don't gain anything. You're losing everything, though. You lose your life energy. You lose a part of your masculinity. All for what? 5, 10 minutes of video? What you don't understand is that those companies and those people who make those videos, they want you to watch it because it makes you weak. It makes you easily controllable. Because what do they say? Sex sells, right? All across the world, what do you see? Commercials, video games, movies, TV shows. They all have it, and it's getting worse by the day. Sex on TV, sex in video games, even in TV shows and movies. It's everywhere. And why is it everywhere? Because they want you to be in that weak-minded state. You know, men are strong if they're focused. But if they're unfocused and they have weak energy, a man is easily controllable. And how do you get rid of a man's energy? One of the easiest ways to get rid of his energy is to drain the life force out of him. What some of you may not understand is that you literally have life force energy building within you. Your seed is literally life creating energy. And what do you do with that? You waste it on a video. You waste it on a 5-10 minute clip. But if you would just hold on to that energy and put that energy into your grind, put that energy into your passion, put that energy into creativity, do you know how much farther you would get instead of wasting that energy on a 5-10 minute video because you were bored or you had the urge to beat your meat? Save that energy for something that's actually important. What do you think about it, bro? Think about it. Really think about it. What do you get out of watching porn on those websites? Nothing. You only get temporary satisfaction, temporary pleasure. But what do you lose? You lose your life energy, your masculine energy. You lose a sense of pride. You lose some type of confidence. Because let's be real, you watch that type of content, if you watch pornographic content for so long, you wonder why it's hard for you to talk to girls. Or you wonder why it's hard for you to even go up and approach a girl. It's because you got all of that vile content in your head, man. It's not normal. Pornographic content prevents you from creating genuine relationships. Because what are you thinking when you see the opposite sex? You're thinking about porn. You're thinking about sex. And that is not the basis of a relationship, bro. The basis of a relationship is that connection, the intimacy between two human beings, getting to know their feelings, their love language, what they like, what they dislike, their ambitions, their passions, their fears, everything about that person, getting close with them. That's real intimacy. Not doing different sex positions, bro. It's not normal. And let me keep it real with you. Pornographic content is not real life. It's not real. Every situation you see on there is scripted. That's not how sex goes in real life. That's not how people interact in real life. So you get this false sense of how sex is supposed to be, but it's not like that in real life. And you're going to get used to watching that to the point where when you get to do the real thing, you're not even going to be turned on, bro. You won't be able to perform because you're so used to seeing these crazy positions, these crazy sex scenes. Think about it, bro. The more you watch that content, the deeper the rabbit hole goes. You won't be able to be turned on just by the normal content anymore. You're going to go deeper into fetishes because the more you watch it, the simple things just won't do it for you anymore. So the deeper you go, the more vile the content becomes, the more erotic the feeling. You need to watch the most outlandish videos just to get turned on. And what does that do for you in real life? When you get with a real girl, you're not going to be able to perform. And you wonder why you're soft when you're with a real girl. Is because you're so used to seeing the most outlandish positions, the most crazy scenes. And to be frank with you, that's just not how real life works, bro. Those scenes and pornographic content are not real. People in real life do not interact like that. All of it is scripted and fake for a reason, bro. But that's how you think sex is in real life. And then I'm here to tell you, it's not. And it's only holding you back. You watch pornographic content for so long and you wonder why you feel depressed. You wonder why it's hard to talk to girls. Because you're so used to watching that content. That content isn't helping you, bro. And you may think, oh, I can still talk to girls. But once you start talking to them and you get with a real girl, you won't be able to perform as you would if you did not look at that content at all. I'm here to tell you that right now. You may think you are, but you won't be. That content is holding you back. That content is causing you to lose confidence. That content is holding you back from becoming the most masculine, the best version of yourself that you can be. And to be honest, you know it, bro. You just don't want to give it up because it takes effort to stop doing something that you've been addicted to for so long, or that perhaps you may even enjoy watching the content. Yeah, it make you feel good, but only for about what, 10 seconds when you bust. And then after that, you're met with the feelings of shame, of guilt. And you got to walk around all day with that shame and guilt. It's not worth it, bro. It never is. What does pornographic content do to your brain? It rewires your brain. It makes you weak. These companies, this society, the matrix, whatever you want to call it, they want weak men. They want easily controllable men. They don't want men who do independent thinking because that's going to challenge them. They want you to be easily controllable and they want you to buy into whatever they're selling. And what's the easiest way to control men? Lust. It's easy to keep a man controlled with sex. That's one of the easiest ways to make a man weak, docile, because all your life energy is drained from you. At that point, you're just a zombie, observing all content that they want you to see, which is that lustful content. And what does that do to your brain, bro? It's damaging your brain. Think about it. If you look at the opposite sex, if you look at a girl and the first thoughts you have are sexual thoughts of what she looks like with no clothes on, or what you would do to her sexually, if those are your first thoughts when you see a pretty girl, you have a problem, bro. You've been watching too much of that content. Do you think that's normal? Do you really think that's normal? Imagine that. You see a pretty girl and the first thoughts that you think are what you would do to her sexually or what she looks like with no clothes on. That's not normal, bro. And in fact, that encourages deviant behavior. It encourages incel behavior. It encourages behavior that a masculine, successful, high quality male would not do. So you gotta give it up, bro. You gotta rewire your brain. You gotta do better for yourself. You gotta want better for yourself, bro. And even for the guys who go to clubs, meet a girl, maybe go back to their place that same night, do you still think that's okay? To have meaningless hookups, to have meaningless sex with multiple women? Do you think that's better? No, bro, it's not. You may be doing the real act of sex, but meaningless sex with women that you really don't care about, what does that lead to? Think about it. Think about the pros and think about the cons. What's the pros? Okay, you get temporary pleasure. You may get a temporary nut. That's one pro. It feels good. That's a pro. But what are the cons? You may get an unwanted pregnancy. You may get an unwanted STD. There are so many cons that outweigh the pros with having hookups with multiple girls. You're having your life energy drained from you. You're having your energy that makes life literally drained from you for a temporary night of pleasure. You're losing your creative energy. You're losing your masculine energy to a girl that you don't even love. Think about it. Sex is the most intimate form of human connection. There's a reason why God said it must be between a man and a woman who are married, who love each other, who are supposed to be together for the rest of their lives. There's a reason why God said that, bro. Because what do you get off a hookup of one night with a girl? You may get temporary pleasure. Yeah, you're going to feel good in the moment. But what comes with that? That clarity after. You feel, do you feel good about yourself? I know you don't really feel that good. You may get her pregnant. You may catch a STD. And if you get her pregnant, you're stuck, bro. You might have to have child support, or what's even worse, being stuck with a woman that you don't like. And after a while, you are gonna start to hate your life. All because you had a temporary one night of pleasure with a girl you really don't care about, that you don't even know. You don't know her history. You don't know who she's been with. You don't know all the things she's done. She could have had a body count of 20, 30 plus guys. And what people don't realize is that when you have sex with somebody, not only is the most intimate form of connection, it's a soul tie. It is a soul tie. You're meshing energies together. And so every guy that she's been with, their energy is going to be within her. And so if she has a high body count, most likely she's going to be toxic, maybe mentally unstable. Because why? She has so many different guys' energies in her. And you wonder why sometimes you may feel disgusted. You may feel dirty after the act because you just had sex with someone who's been with many guys. Think about it, bro. There is a reason why God wants sex only between a man and a woman who are married to each other. Because sex is the most intimate form of connection that two humans can have. It's the closest that two humans can get. And to be honest, every time you have sex with someone, it is a soul tie, whether you like it or not. You mesh energies together. So, with that being said, a girl that's been with multiple guys, many guys, most of the time they're toxic. They're mentally unstable. Why? It's because they have so many different guys' energies within them. It makes them unstable. But when you decide to hook up with a girl, when you decide to have that one night of sex with a girl that you really don't know, you don't know how many guys she's been with. You don't know, she may have an STD. And worse, you may get her pregnant. And if you do, now you're stuck. Now you're really stuck. All because you wanted a temporary night of pleasure. All because you got caught up in lust. And then you ask yourself, was it worth it? Is one night of pleasure worth 18 years, 19, 20 years of pain that you got to take care of a kid? That you got to be with a girl that you really don't want to be with? Or you got to deal with a toxic baby mama that you really don't want to deal with? All because you let lust take over for one night? It's not worth it. It never is. When you watch pornographic content, you're wasting your life energy on a screen, on people who don't know that you're alive. You're literally watching pixels move and you're beaten to it. That's not normal. On the other hand, having hookups with multiple women, having lustful thoughts, and having meaningless sex with multiple women who have the potential to ruin your life. You have the potential to get a girl pregnant. You have the potential to catch an STD. You're having meaningless sex with people that you don't know like that. Is not normal anyway. Both of these roads will lead you down to calamity. That lust will be your downfall if you don't get it under control, bro. Don't let that be you. You're better than that. You have to stay focused. Stay focused on building up yourself. Stay focused on your passion. Stay focused on your grind rather than let your mind go to deviant thinking, to sexual thoughts. Because what does those sexual thoughts do for you at the end of the day? Nothing. It only leads to you having a temporary pleasure that doesn't last. But your grind, your passion, the success from that, that will have more satisfaction, more fulfillness into your life than a temporary pleasure of night of sex will ever do for you, or a temporary 5-minute video will ever do for you. Stay focused, bro. Lock in. So, I have my Bible here. So, if you have one, please turn with me. Or if you have it on your phone, go ahead and go on your phone. If not, I'll just read it to you. It's Matthew chapter 5, verse 30. And it reads, "Also, if your right hand is making you stumble, cut it off and throw it away from you. For it's better for you to lose one of your members than for your whole body to land in Gehenna." You know what? That verse was so good, I got to read another one. This is Matthew chapter 18, verse 8. So go ahead and turn with me there. Matthew chapter 18, verse 8. "If then your hand or your foot makes you stumble, cut it and throw it away from you. It is better for you to enter into life maimed or lame than to be thrown with 2 hands or 2 feet into the everlasting fire." So what does that mean? God is telling you, if one of your members are making you stumble, if it's making you lose yourself, cut it from you. Not physically, but metaphorically. If your right hand is making you stumble, cut it from you. If your eyes are making you stumble, get rid of them. It's better for you to cut off the members that are making you stumble than for your life to lead to calamity. What God is saying here is cut off what's making you stumble. Cut off what's making you go to those websites. What's destroying you. Those websites, that meaningless sex, those hookups, they're destroying you. They're destroying your masculine energy, and they're destroying you from becoming, they're holding you back from becoming the best version of yourself, the most masculine version of yourself. They're keeping you weak. How I read it is, if your right hand or if your eyes are making you stumble by going to those websites, stop. Cut it from you, bro. Don't even go and look at it. Don't allow yourself to even look at those things. If you're on social media and you see a girl who promotes her OnlyFans, or a girl who's basically naked, or if you even see pornographic content, hurry and run away from it. Cut the ties. Don't even indulge in it, not even for a second, because it will lead to your calamity. That's what God is saying. Stay focused. We can't lose our focus due to lust. That's what's going to lead to calamity. That's what I get from these scriptures. That's what God is telling me. I had to realign my thinking. I had to focus up and really lock in. It's gonna sound funny, but what I had to do, I literally had to imagine me cutting off my glizzy. Like, I literally had to imagine that. And it may sound funny, but I don't even think about it. The only thing I'm using my glizzy for is to use the bathroom, and that's it. I don't think about beating. I don't think about what I'm gonna do to any other girls in a sexual way. And to be honest, life is so much clearer after that. You gotta literally take some drastic measures to stop you. Whatever you gotta do to stop you from going to those websites, to even thinking about going to those websites, or thinking in a lustful way, you gotta do it, bro. Me, I had to literally imagine me cutting my glizzy off. And yeah, you may laugh, but bro, it kind of helped. At the end of the day, it kind of helped. Yeah, of course, you're still gonna have those thoughts, but it's easy to control it now because you got to stay focused. And to be honest, I'm going to be real with you. Once you stop that lustful thinking, once you stop watching pornographic content, you carry yourself in a different way. You move more masculine, and you have an urge to talk, to communicate with girls in real life. You have a stronger sense of masculinity when you go up to a girl. And to be honest, these girls notice that when you're not watching pornographic content, when you're not thinking in a lustful way, a lot of girls just subconsciously kind of feel that energy and they're more inclined to be drawn to you. I've had more women come up to me and start conversations with me than ever once I just cut off all lustful thinking, all lustful actions. Girls can sense that because you're not brought down to this docile zombie level of, oh, she bad, bro. I want to, or bro, she's so bad. I'm trying to, get my thing wet. No, bro. That's not normal. What is normal is you staying focused on the grind. It's not normal for most guys because most guys are stuck in that state of lustful thinking. But for me and you, we got to stay focused. We got to stay locked in. We got to put our energy into the grind. Instead of wasting your life energy, your masculine energy on a 5-10 minute video or on a one night stand, you could put that energy into your passion, your grind, whatever you want to do in life. And I promise you, you'll make more progress doing that than you ever would have is watching those videos or having those meaningless sex hookups. I promise you, bro. As long as you stay focused and stay on your grind, God will reward you for that. You literally have the energy to create life within you. You can do so much with that energy as if you just channeled that energy into something productive. Because what's productive? You being on your grind, you being focused, or going on a website and wasting your energy, or having meaningless sex with a girl that you don't really know like that or care about like that. Which one's going to be more productive, bro? The first option is you staying focused on your grind. This year, bro, 2024, we got to be better men. We have to become better men. And how are we going to become better men? By staying focused, by staying locked in. We got more work to do. This is just the beginning. So if you're watching this, bro, I know it's going to be hard. It's not all just going to happen in one day. You may slip up. We're imperfect human beings. But don't let that stop you from striving to be the best version of yourself every single day. One day, you're going to look back and laugh at who you used to be, bro. Because you'll be a better man. You'll say, that was one of my temptations, but it no longer tempts me anymore. You'll be a better, stronger, more focused man. And to be honest, more women will be attracted to you for that. So don't let lust control your life. Don't be a weak-minded man. Build yourself up. Focus on yourself and build your empire, bro. I believe in you. God believes in you. So you should believe in yourself, bro. With that being said, this has been a Saucy Swole video, and I hope y'all have a blessed day or night, whatever time you're watching this. I love you, bro. Stay up. We got work to do.